Wednesday begins now. Oh, yes. Happy Wine Wednesday, everybody. How are you all doing? Oh, yeah. There's the people coming in. You know, type in the chat so I could see that you guys are here. Because, you know, it's always a little weird at the beginning. But there you guys are. Hello to you all, and welcome Wine Wednesday. And today, say hi to Ian from Smith Devereux Wines. Hello, Ian. Oh, I gotta break this open. Hold on. I wanted to try the white first. You know what I mean? Can I do that? I'm gonna do that.
I think that's the way to go, man. I think that's the perfect way to go, because if you drink a red before a white, as you know, you're just gonna lose a lot of the flavors of the white. You know, you want to try the lighter wine first.
Exactly. So, all right, here we go. I'm gonna just pour a little here. I'm gonna cheers, and then we'll get to chatting. So, cheers, Ian.
Before you do, I know there was a big vote as to which wine you were going to like better. Do you know what the percentages were?
Yes, actually. So so Ian's talking about on Instagram. I asked everybody, which wine am I going to like better, the red or the white? And the people spoke. 57% said red. I would like. So we'll see what happens. But cheers on the white. Ooh. That's really nice. That's great for summer. That's real nice. Crisp, like lemony apple going on there. That's good stuff.
That's exactly right. Yeah, we call that our SB white blend. So I don't know if you want me to tell you what's in there, if you want to take a guess. But what I'll tell you is the reason we came up with that wine is my business partners and I, one a farmer, one much more into marketing and travel. We said that we would never make a wine that we didn't want to show up to a party with. And we kept showing up to parties with other people's white wines. We weren't showing up with our Chardonnay. We're like, all right, come on, guys. We said we wouldn't do this. So what do we need to do? And so we found that we were drinking really crisp, acidic white blends and white wines, Sauvignon Blancs that had a lot of minerality, a lot of acid, a lot of the citrusy flavors, and even some that started to be a little bit tropical, nothing sweet, things that maybe had essences or notes of pineapple and some of the more tropical flavors, but really were grounded in minerality, crispness. And so we're like, all right, well, let's do that. Let's go. Let's find a way to make that happen. And so that was the driving force between what we call the SB white blend. And without giving away what it is, SB are my son's initials, Sonny and Benjamin, SB. So don't necessarily assume you're drinking a Sauvignon Blanc.
That's nice. So SB. Aw, cheers to your sons. That's awesome. Oh, man. Okay, well, we got ahead of ourselves because I haven't really even introduced you, like, properly. So, guys, this is Ian Devereux White, and yeah, I know. He's got hats, too. You know, like, I have hats that say, I need a cheesy pop hat. Man, that's crazy. I don't have that. Oh, one day.
That's it.
But anyway, tell us your story. How'd you get into wine? How did this happen? You have your name on I mean, like, what? This is a dream right here. So I want to hear about it.
Who knew one day I'd end up as a drug dealer selling wine? Well, it starts with I had a job for Lonely Planet Travel Guides, and I was traveling and writing, and I quit that job because travel writing is like a million first dates and never getting to kiss the girl. By the time you get to know a town, you got to move on. And so I quit that at the same time as the president of Lonely Planet. We had just done a 28-state tour in a 32-foot RV. And I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I was back in the Bay Area. He was living in the Bay Area. And I started traveling up to the wine country a lot because of a girl, as so many things start for us boys, is a girl. And I was talking to him. He's like, so you're up there all the time now, right? I said, yeah. He said, well, I just took over a magazine, and we do not have anybody covering the wine country. Would you mind? I know you're trying to stop writing Lonely Planet and everything. Would you mind, while you're up there, starting to cover some wineries? Tell people in San Francisco what's going on up there. Help them find some sweet spots. So I said, I'll do it for a short period of time. I spent more on cabs than I made writing, but I started learning so much. Yeah. It was just crazy how much I started the people. And as it turns out, the magazine I was writing for became this really hot thing. And so everywhere I was going, I was writing about it, and people were coming and they were buying wines. And this younger generation of wine drinkers were finding these spots because I was sending them there. And so I got to really help the community. The first thing I ever did in the wine community was support them by sending new customers their way. And it was just a beautiful way to start this relationship with the Valley. Sonoma, Livermore, Napa Valley, Santa Barbara, and I got to take 3 or 4 trips to Italy and start learning from there and learning from winemakers. And so suddenly I looked up, and it was I was interviewing somebody, and he said, how long have you been writing? And I was like, it's been 9 years. And he's like, wow, just telling other people's stories for 9 years? I was like, oh, well, you're sort of a jerk. But yeah, I guess so. And in that moment, I decided that I wanted to continue to tell other people's stories, but start to write one of my own in the wine country. And so I went to, probably at the time, my best friend, still one of my closest friends, and now business partner, John Chouchard, whose family's been farming in Napa Valley since 1970. And I said, hey, man, I know you're farming these vineyards right in front of my house, and I heard you trying to sell the grapes on the phone the other day. We were sharing an office. It's like, I want to buy those grapes and make a wine. And he said, dude, you're going to lose your shirt. I was like, oh, this is not my day. And he said, I have a better idea. Let's start a winery together. I'm farming like in excess of 50 vineyards right now, and I'm having to sell the grapes after I farm them. Why don't we buy the grapes ourselves? We can do everything from vine to bottle. We'll be getting paid to farm instead of having to pay somebody else to do it. I know some wonderful connections at family-owned wineries where we can do all the work ourselves. We don't have to pay them either. So we can make wines from vine to bottle, beautiful Napa Valley wines, and sell them for a whole lot less than other people do because our cost will be so low. And I was just like, dude, yes. And that began, and that was 2013. So our first vintage was 2012. We started making wines with musicians. We started making wines ourselves. We learned a lot of things the hard way. Holy cow, man. And I won't get into all the details of that, but what I would say is it has been a labor of love. We're finally at a point now, actually, like I paid myself for 2 months in a row. That's only happened once since 2013, where they're 2 months in a row. And dude, I'm not saying that to feel bad for me. I lead a blessed life, and
so cool.
Look at I'm in a wine cellar right now. So it's, I lead a beautiful life, but it's one where we put everything back into the winery. And that's where I find myself now today. I spent the last couple hours in the Cabernet vineyard choosing, how much fruit we're going to drop, because you can only keep so much fruit on the vines. Too much, and you spread all the beauty and love that the vineyard has to give to the grapes too thin, and you just don't end up with the level of quality you want. So we're out there cutting fruit, just making decisions. I'm like, that's my day today. I'm hanging out in a vineyard, probably getting sunburned, definitely getting a farmer's tan, and I'm okay with that. Yes. So I'm still the wine director for San Francisco Magazine too. So that is 2012 to today, and like I said, I'm a grateful, blessed life with a very small company and all the struggles of a small company, except I also have to rely on Mother Earth to provide the right amount of rain and the right amount of everything else to provide. You can't just buy more widgets. You can't just buy more grapes. You get what you get, and you get it all at once, and you do your best to make that the best you can. So grateful to be here. We have been friends for a little while, by the way. He's supported me and my winery before when we were releasing a rosé, and we've been back and forth on some pretty deep topics, anywhere from equality to spirituality. And so this isn't a random meeting. I consider him a friend. I'm trying to drag him up to Napa Valley, and now I've been talking for too long, but thank you for your attention and for having me here, Max.
Oh man, Ian. Okay, like that is such a cool inspirational story. And like, and I know, because I basically run my own business by myself, and so when you said you've been able to pay yourself 2 months in a row, like that's unbelievable.
Right.
Yeah, like and to start where you started, I mean, because I always tell everyone here that's watching, they all know, they're like, Cheesy Pop wants his own vineyard one day, and so I'm listening to you talk right now, and you're just, and I'm like, oh, I could probably make this happen. Yeah, I could probably make this happen one day. You just gotta like, but your story, the whole your wine journey, that is super cool.
It's when I was a little kid, my parents used to bring me up here to pick up their wine clubs. I tell people I was raised on the BART train because my dad lived in San Francisco and my mom lived in the East Bay, and so I was traveling back and forth all the time listening to Alanis Morissette. But one thing they used to do is always drag me up to the wine country to pick up their wine shipments, and I used to go a little crazy, but I'd bring my dog, and I said, one day, I'm going to buy one of these vineyards, and I'm going to tear it down and buy a horse. So that's not the right idea. That's not the right land. But so I didn't. But I was half right about that. And so here's one thing that I love to do. I love making wines with other people for charity. So our whole artist series we make with musicians. We make wine with Barbie Blank, who's a wrestler. I met her at the ESPYs at the Humanitarian Awards that we always support and host. And that's for cured glioblastoma. And today is glioblastoma Brain Cancer Awareness Day, actually. And so we made a wine to support that. And for all of those people who have a loved one out there who have suffered from that, who have gotten past that. I don't think you say happy cured glioblastoma day, but my heart goes out to you. My dad died of cancer, and I love you guys, and I love all the people who have supported that cause via the wine that we make. Sorry, side note there. But so when you come up here, my friend, I think I'm going to try and talk you into making a small production wine with me, a Cheesy Pop wine. So you may not have the vineyard yet, but why don't we throw some stuff together, make a blend, even if it's just a few cases, start there. You may not have a vineyard, but what about a Cheesy Pop wine? Let's think about it.
Is this for real?
Good. I check out the website. We make wines with a lot of people. Even if it was just 15 cases, maybe you start just by you designing the label and finding a wine that you love, a blend that we have, a small production. We're about to buy. I'm getting ready to trade one of my homies for some Grenache. I don't know what you think about that, but I'm thinking about a Grenache project. Maybe you squeeze in on that. I don't know, man. I love working with good people. I love working with you. So let's think about it.
I think all my people in the comments here are like going crazy right now. We got yes, Cheesy Pop wine. Holy cow, amazing. Heck yes, dreams do come true. What? Weren't we just talking about this last week? I'll buy some bottles. OMG, please do this.
All right, well, sounds good. I don't embellish. That's one thing that I never lie. I don't embellish, and when I do either of those things, I will actually call you back and apologize for embellishing. I learned a long time ago. I used to tell some pretty mean tales. They weren't untrue, but the way I would tell stories was I wanted you to understand how excited I was, and in order to do that, to understand how cool something was, I often felt like I needed to add other stuff in. So like I would just like, it wasn't 10, it was 1,000. Like it wasn't a lizard, it was it was a dragon. And so I've just made it a practice in terms of like you were saying, dreams do come true. I think they come true when you're honest and humble and kind and loving and you keep your word, and word is what you have, especially as a small businessman or small business person.
Well, yeah, I mean, and I think that, what I don't know, we just kind of connected because I think we're both like trying to make the world a better place too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that was what struck a chord with me and your wines and your outlook on life and how we've like, like we've just had chats about everything since we've gotten to know each other, and we've never met in person, but it feels like we have, because
I agree. And that's the beauty of, there are a lot of sadness and difficulties in this COVID situation, but one of the things that it has provided is the ability for those of us who want to genuinely connect to do it via Instagram, to meet somebody and then spend the time to get on the phone or to have a conversation. I posted a thought on one of your posts that was, I didn't think it all the way through. And so I posted it and I felt good about it. And I think that a couple people got offended. And I realized later that I had reacted too strongly. I sort of just didn't think through it. And we ended up talking for so long. And so, you absolutely and immediately influenced the way that I was thinking about that. And it was like, I'm sorry that I made that post. Like, don't be sorry. You weren't wrong. It's just there's a lot more to it, and you were closer to the issue. And it was a beautiful thing that right off the bat, I had learned something from you and that you helped me be a better person. I was like, dude, I love this. I want to keep this going.
That's awesome. No, I mean, but this is what I'm talking about. It's and through our lockdown and everything, I have been able to find, I've had conversations with people. I've made new friends. That is like the only good thing that has come out of all of this. Like, I have been able to connect with people I never would have, and you're one of those people, and it's been a blessing. And I think when we actually do get together in person, whenever this happens one day, man, that's gonna be sweet. Like,
I'm hosting people in the vineyard. I'm doing vineyard tours right now, out in the open, 6 feet apart. It's really easy to tell because in our vineyards, our vines are about 5.5 feet apart. So you just stand apart. It's really easy to tell. The other thing I do is I put a swivel chair. So because some people start drinking and they get a little friendly, I put a swivel chair and I swivel behind you. And as long as I've got that chair, then it's like I can keep my action far enough away.
Okay, so your vines are 6 feet apart. They're already socially distanced. We got socially distant vines. Wait, so where is your vineyard? Where is that?
Well, so one of the things, we don't own any of our vineyards. We farm other people's vineyards because we have a farming company. And that's one of the reasons our prices are lower, is we don't have to pay a mortgage. And here's a quick economic snapshot of that.
Oh.
So if you own a vineyard, you're going to pay a mortgage. And if you're going to sell your grapes for, say, $50,000, you're going to pay somebody $25,000 to farm them. That's the economics. So you're going to probably break even just having grapes in your property right now, maybe not even do that. And so because we don't pay the mortgage, so we farm them, then we buy them back. These people just get to enjoy the beautiful vineyards they have. We take care of it. We do everything our way. So one of our wines, our single vineyard Merlot, comes from a vineyard that's like pretty much on the other side of this wall. And that's Davidson Ranch. We've been farming that. My business partner's been farming that since the 90s. And
Ian's like, oh yeah, just on the other side of this wall is a vineyard.
There is. I have a Napa Valley, and that's where I spend my time. So I'm grateful for that. Although you're probably closer to a beach and a not cold beach, so although you can't go right now. So But the that I'm speaking about right now is our Napa Valley is in Oak Knoll, so it's about 20 minutes south from where I am, and that's in the Oak Knoll district. It's known for really robust, rich Cabernets, but that have a peppery and even green peppery note to them. So what you end up doing is you use a little bit more of a toast on your oak, and that brings a little more smokiness, a little bit more richness to it. But what I like about it is I think a little extra spice, a little white pepper, even a little bit of bell pepper, green bell pepper, just a hint, really adds a lovely layer of complexity to a rich cab, to a mountaintop cab where you're going to already have a lot of acid probably, or one that's from a cooler climate, a lot more acid. You get that bell pepper, any of that greenness, and it comes off like eucalyptus. It comes off with a bite, and that's not what we're talking about here. So that's where I'm hosting people. I do vineyard tours. Right now, verasion's beginning. Verasion is the process of the grapes turning from green to red. So you're starting to see that. We're out there dropping fruit because you really want, I think I already said this, but you really want only the right number of berries and clusters of berries that particular vine or vineyard can support. An older vineyard like ours, vines that are 20 years old or so, can only support I don't want to say how much, it depends, but certainly fewer clusters than a younger vineyard. Just like, I'm a much older gentleman than you are, so I could probably only hold up a couple bottles of wine where I'm sure you could hold many. So me being the old vine, you have to be really careful. And so Cab Vineyard in Oak Knoll, it's 20 minutes from here. I take people for long vineyard tours. I host my friends for hangs. We sip on wine. It's a good time.
So that's really cool. So you just take people on vineyard tours. So and this is what, and guys, when we are able to, this is what we'll do one day. Like I'll go up there, we'll go on a vineyard tour, we'll film the whole thing, and and we'll do this thing for real, so like you guys can actually see what that is. And that'll be so much fun. But that's so cool that you do that. All right, okay, I gotta try this.
Yes. Well, before you do the white wine, I do want to tell you it's 99% Sauvignon Blanc with 1% Muscat. The reason we put that, so the Sauvignon Blanc we get from very northern Napa Valley and even beyond the ABA just above that. And so what that does is it's crisp, it's refreshing, it's lemony, it's all those things we were looking for, minerality, and then we added a little bit of that muscat for a hint of sweetness at the end. Why a hint of sweetness? A, we love a little bit of tropical note, but also because that way you can pair it with spicy foods. And I think that's even better with fish tacos. So you're talking about in your salsa, a little bit of sweetness or something that will pair the spicy food. I love this wine with fish tacos. It's awesome, served super cold. You'll get lemon zest in it. You'll get, just refreshing, crisp notes.
I'm just like picturing, sitting at a table overlooking like the beach and the fish tacos, and this is the one you have. Like this wine is it's just summer, hanging by the beach, by the pool. This is that's good stuff.
It's $18, which may seem like a lot for a bottle, but when you break it down, depending on what you're drinking, that's about $4 a glass. And so $4 a glass is, I think, it's more than a soda, but it's probably less than your coffee. And so that makes it, I hope, really a nice way for people to be able to get involved and to be able to try something that is handmade, that we love making, that is as much a part of Smith Devereux as our more expensive wines, which are still below the price point. And right now we are doing, we've got a summer sippers thing on the website where our rosé, the red that you're about to drink, and that white, you can do a mix and match of any 6 bottles and we ship it for $1. And so that way you're talking about a $4 glass, no matter which one of those you choose, even the $20 red blend that you're about to try. So that's one thing we're trying to do during COVID is make these wines accessible so that people can get them to their doors for less money than you're going to spend at Safeway. That being said, support your local boutiques. They sell wine too. They're awesome. We love them.
For sure. Okay, that one's 18. This one is 20, you said? Okay, the 18 is a great price. Ooh, look at this color. Ooh.
So this wine, one thing that this started with Syrah, and we fell in love. There's a guy named Jason O'Connell who lives up in Mendocino, just a wonderful Canadian dude. He and his family own the property, and I fell in love with this Syrah that he had. So we changed some growing stuff. We learned from him. He learned from us, and so we started with a plot up there with Syrah, and it was just amazing. And then what I thought was, I want to blend in some Zinfandel. I want to bring out some fruit. I want to bring some blueberry because the Syrah's got chocolate, it's got coffee, it's got a little bit of cedar, it's just smoky. Like, what are we going to do? I want to bring in Zinfandel. I want to bring some blueberries, some raspberries, some lightness, some levity into this deep, brooding Syrah. People say, you're crazy. You don't blend those two things together. They're too different. And I just said, yeah, I'm going to do it, though, so thank you. And so I did, and sort of what I do. I'm making a Pinot Blend right now for our wine club. I want to blend Pinot. So what? I'm going to do it. And so then our consulting winemaker, Brett Adams, who's taken all the things that I put together, all the vineyards that I've farmed, and he's made things even better. And I told him I only want those two things. It's what I've done. I want to keep it that way. And he's like, great, no problem. And he brings me that blend that you got right there. It's a 2017. He's like, try it. And I tried it. It's like, whoa, best one ever. This is our best vintage ever. Hands down, nailed it. He's like, yeah, it's because I added Cab Franc. I was like, oh, dude.
Oh,
Okay. So, but the Cab Franc from Jason O'Connell, he grows it up there too. So it's from the same vineyard. So you're talking about the Syrah, deep brooding chocolate, and like I said, all those deeper smoky coffee flavors. Then you got the blueberry and raspberry, the Zinfandel, and then just a kiss of the Cab Franc to add pepper and spice. Those layers make it complex but playful, easy drinking burger, pizza, steak, or any kind of like white fish or anything in a red sauce. I think Mediterranean. I love halibut with red sauce. And so that's our $20 red blend. Another beautiful thing, then I'll quiet down and let you talk about it, is the Ritz-Carlton picked that up as their the wine for their residents. And so the residents, that's their house wine. And the reason is they tend to think that it tastes more like a $50 to $60 bottle of wine. And so here we have this young, playful, easygoing wine that people who have more discerning, or one would say expensive taste, although I don't want to get into why that's not my favorite use of the term, but you understand what they feel like it is of that. They get this, they sense the quality, they can sense the complexity, and it's still just a playful, easy drinker. So that's our 3 red blend. You can read the back if you want to know why we call it 3, but it was the 3rd wine that we made, and it was also to pay homage to the 3 partners, Steve Smith, John Trouchard, and I'm the Devereux.
Right. So that's the 3. Okay, cool. This is super easy drinking. It's got It's kind of, and I know everyone, you guys know when I talk about how it's just bursting with fruit, right on the nose, but then you do also get that, you're getting that peppery kind of deal too. And this is more of like for a $20 price point, this is more of a complex wine than you would think, which is really cool.
Thank you.
Also like really easy drinking.
And that's, that's what we're calling them our summer sippers. We call that our burger and pizza wine. Alexander Steakhouse, which is a serious steakhouse, you have one down in LA. They pair that with some of their nicer steaks because that wine won't knock a steak out. You can have a steak, it will go with the steak, it won't overpower it. And so it's got enough to go with, it's got enough to play, but it doesn't take over.
Yeah, and you said burgers too. Like this is actually a great burger wine. Like for real. Like I can totally see that. Yeah. I got questions in here in the chat. Hold on. Oh, guys, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I see. Let me pop this into the chat. This is Smith Devereux's website right there. So I popped that in. The wine that I'm drinking right now is the red. Let me pop that direct link in right there.
And you can also put the Summer Sippers link in if you want. That's got the white, the red, and the Constantine Vacation Rosé, which I know you tried because you were part of the release. And that's where you can go to mix and match the 6-pack for $1 shipping.
Let me pop that in. That's a really good deal.
They're all on that same page. Well, dude, outside right now, and so it's like, how do we get these wines to their door? And it's like, if you're going to get 6 bottles of wine, you're going to spend $40 on shipping. It's like, that's, you're now distributing $8 more per bottle, and it's, or $4 depending on what you order. And it's like, that's suddenly, now you're spending $6 to $8 a glass. It's like, you just doubled the cost and to get it to your door. So we wanted to take that away. And like what we did when COVID released, we let everybody in our wine club, we told them all, we're going to buy a bottle of that wine for whoever you want, and we're going to pay for shipping. So everybody in their wine club got to just send us an address, and we sent that person a bottle of wine with a gift message from them, nothing from us. So all of our wine club members, instead of giving them something, we gave them the opportunity to give somebody else they love a wine and create a conversation and maybe sip that wine together. And so that's the most fun thing, yeah.
Paying it, that's paying it forward. That's, see, this is why I like you. That's awesome. What other wine club is like, hey guys, and we're gonna send a bottle to whoever you love? Like that's awesome. All right, let me look at the question because let me just scroll back.
Yeah.
For a second, guys. I see there's a lot of chatter.
Not everybody saying, would somebody get this guy to shut up? Is there a mute button?
Hey, thank you, Amanda, for the super chat. Thank you so much, Alexa. Alexa, I saw you had Alexa's in Sonoma, actually.
Oh, nice.
She was talking about how, Alexa, don't you write as well? I feel like, I think you wrote that somewhere. Okay, let me just scroll through here. Maddie, this is a wine you definitely want to try. Okay, Maddie says she loves the passion and excitement. So, yeah. Okay, the link is in there. Awesome. And okay, Alexa. Okay, there it is. I know you guys are really talkative. This is why it's making my life hard to go through the chat to find all the questions. Okay. How about this? If you wrote a question in the chat, could you write it again so that I could? Miniature Missy said, "We love your mile a minute info, Ian."
Oh yeah, I do speak really quickly. My apologies for that. I get kind of excited and then kind of comes.
No, but this is what I love. I love passion. Like I don't. what is I connect with people that are passionate about like whatever it is they're passionate about. So I get it. I mean, I love passion for wine, obviously, but like you could have a passion for, you know, something I have zero interest in, but I
Maybe.
still get you because you're that excited.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah. Okay. Alexa said, is the rosé a dry rosé, and what method is used to make it? So yeah.
So
Yes.
traditional method, and in that we crush Malbec and Petit Verdot. We leave the skins on for a little longer than most people do, and I won't get into all those details, but we do that because we want it to be a fruit-forward rosé. So it is dry. When you look at the residual sugars and you look at all of the numbers and the flavor profile, I would definitely describe it as a dry rosé, but I would say it's a fruit-forward dry rosé. It's not Provence style in that it's not really light in that way. So while it isn't sweet, it's full. And it does have a hint of sweetness at the end, which is something we target in all of our wine, not all of our wines, but in those wines, because again, I wanted to go with spicy foods. When I was in the Carolinas and they had all these vinegar-based spicy hot sauces, I thought about that. And then I'm in Texas or California, you got the brown sugar-based hot sauces and barbecue sauces. And I'm thinking, in either case, you're going to want something spicy. You're going to want something with a little bit of sweetness to cut through that spice or play with it. So then with this wine, I love serving it chilled if you're going to pair it with a California or Texas style. It's got that brown sugar sweetness. Chilled is going to cut through it, bring the acid up, bring the round flavors out, and it's going to cut through it. If you're going with a vinegar base, like from North or South Carolina or one of those other states, even I think Kentucky at a certain level, then you're going to want to serve it a little more room temperature so that sharp vinegar then kind of cuts through the wine. So that's more of the red. I kind of transitioned, but for the pink, it's the same thing. It's got that fruit. It's got strawberry, but I mean, you tried this wine, so you can speak to this as well. What I love to pair with that one with is a really nice crisp salad, and I like putting fruit in the salad, and I like to put nuts in the salad too. And that way, that kind of the hazelnuttiness, the creaminess, it really plays well with it. But this is a George pounder. It's got a sloth named Constantine on it, so it's a fun wine, but it is definitely dry and enjoyable. So yes, dry.
Yeah, that is an excellent rosé, guys. I can definitely vouch for it. I had it. I had yeah. I mean, I had all.
Yeah, you were part of our release party during a few couple.
Fun. So fun. We did a virtual release party on Instagram, and it was so cool. It was so neat. That was a good time.
With a ride at Disneyland, which is so like he nailed it. So that's been my favorite thing. Like, all right, I'll pair with food, you pair it with the ride.
That's right. What did I say that ride? What did I say that I thought that ride wine reminded me of?
What's the one that goes over the entire park?
Was it Soarin'? Did I say Soarin' over California?
Yes, you did, because you said, yeah, that's right, because that's exactly right, because you saw yourself sipping in it, but you also said because it felt like something for everybody, and like, yeah, you did great, yeah.
Yeah, it felt like a Soarin'. Okay, that is, yeah, guys, and I know you guys that are watching right now will understand this. That wine felt like a wine I would bring if I was on Soarin' over California. Oh, could you imagine, guys, if we could bring wine onto Soarin'? Oh man, we should be able to. That would be sweet.
Like in Napa Valley, everybody's got a brown bag of wine in the movie theater. It's so funny to see. Now they just sell wine at the movie theater, so they kind of get upset about it. But in the days when they didn't, you'd see everybody with their wine. Then I always brought a wine called Aria that's made by Prager Portworks, and it's a Chardonnay port, and it tastes like buttered popcorn and hazelnut. And it was such a cool movie experience because you got a buttery, and it's sweet, right? It's a port, but it's made from Chardonnay, so it's got this bassy, nutty, hazelnutty flavor. And so I bring that as like my buttered popcorn port.
Oh man, I love that. This is nice. This is good stuff. I saw Dee Dee said which wine did I like better, the red or the white?
Oh, yeah.
It's actually a really tough call. That's honestly really hard. I'm gonna go with this,
All
but
right.
I'm gonna go. Yeah,
There he is.
I'm gonna go with this, but honestly, guys, and you know, I like red better than white, like to begin with, but it was actually a really tough decision because I think this is such a perfect wine for like the season we're in, especially. So like, I was I'm gonna enjoy this, like, like this weekend or something. What is it today? It's Wednesday. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wednesday. That's like the weekend for wine drinkers. Because then if you
Right.
got to be prepared for Thirsty Thursday, and then it is the weekend. So really, I mean, you're at the gateway right now.
It's true. Okay, let me check this out here. I got some questions. Oh, hey, thank you, Amanda, for organizing these questions for me, by the way. Man, okay, let's...
Thank you all for being engaged. While I'm thinking about it, though, I do want to thank you, Max, for doing this, because right now it's really hard to get the word out. There's a lot of chatter on Instagram. There's a lot of noise, and very few people are making the trip to Napa Valley. Posting outdoors is great, but it's hard to get here. And then you're in cars and you're public restrooms, other things like that. And so it's really hard to find ways to meet new people. And one at a time on Instagram is great, but it's a beautiful thing for small business like mine, for a small winery, to be able to get in front of a new audience. And people like you are making that happen. You are, you're creating sales channels. You're putting me in front of and putting other small wineries in front of people who care. And it's making a really big difference. Every little bit helps. And this is a big bit. So I just want to say thank you. And thank you to everybody who's watching too, because it makes a big difference. You supporting him bringing us on here. Man, it's a tough time, and it's a beautiful thing to see that kind of support. So thank you. Thank all of you.
That's awesome, man. And thank you for being here and sharing, this beautiful wine with us. And, I really, it was important for me, as I have been on this wine journey, to find, these smaller wineries that are making great stuff and also making a difference. And so that is, that's what it's all about, here for me. Like, I want to get up there, and because I'm sitting here, I can't go anywhere. Like, none of us can go anywhere. It's super frustrating. But I'm thinking of all of these plans that I have, and one of them on the list is to get up there, and actually go to places, to wineries like yours, and show how things are made, what you're doing, how you're supporting the community, how you're getting your message out there. And I can't wait until I can do that. Because that will happen when we can all go out into this world again. But for now, I am so happy to support, people like you.
Well, thank you, man. It means a world of difference. One thing I'd like to show you guys too. This is our Smith Devereux box set. So my business partner and I, every 2 years, this year we're doing a brandy, but every 2 years we do our own wines, and we don't tell each other what we're making, and then we put them in a box and send them out to our wine club. And they get to choose who the winner is each year. So we do our own blends. We have no idea what we're doing. This is the Vivant thing, and his nephew painted that, and that's mine, the music room. That's a painting by an artist, Alexa, over in Sonoma, named Aiden Kingren, that's above my piano. And so I call this one the music room because I get a lot of inspiration from that painting. And I wanted to support a local artist as well. So those are those guys. We make a few of these sets just for our wine club. And that's really, in a lot of ways, what's kept us going is our wine club. We've shown, they've really stepped up their support, and what they get on anything, six bottles, they get $1 shipping, and then they get 20% off of everything as well. And so for them, during this time, they're like, all right, cool, 20% off and $1 shipping on whatever I order. That's cheaper than going to Safeway. And so that's something we're going to keep. But we also, one of my favorite things is to make really limited production things like this. We're doing a Pinot Blend called Mischief right now. It's 56% Pinot. And then we got Merlot, Syrah, and Cab in there in a different blend. And I was talking about doing this, and I was making it happen. And people are like, dude, you're causing trouble. Like, people aren't going to want that. It's like Pinot, dude, Pinot lovers aren't going to want that. People who don't like Pinot, I was like, I think people are going to want it. I think it's different. I think it's fun. It's going to taste delicious. I'm going to put it in a cool looking bottle. Like, dude, you're making trouble. I was like, nah, man, I'm just making a little mischief. And so he called it Mischief. And it's only a tiny production. So you just go to the wine club. But like, that's what I love. I love working with that. And, we got other cool stuff coming up too. We got some other small production things like 30 cases. We just did one that with Matt Carney, who's an awesome musician, called Verse and Chorus. And we did that one for Sam's fans, and they buy musical instruments and they teach kids how to play them, and then they help them get gigs, and that's in Nashville. We did one for Viet Dreams with Van An Nguyen, the world's top-selling pianist, and a wonderful woman, Vietnamese woman, to help support the Vietnamese people who are coming to this country and who may be trying to learn the language or maybe trying to get involved in the community. We did one with Andrew McMahon in the Wilderness, formerly of Jack's Mannequin. He got cancer when he was an adolescent, and he learned that if you're a child, there's funding. If you're an adult, there's funding. If you're an adolescent, there's a gap where there's no cancer funding to help you out. So he started a foundation called, it doesn't matter what it's called, but he started a foundation, and so we made a wine with him called Upside Down Flowers to support Dear Jack. That's it, Dear Jack Foundation. We did one for RAIN, and RAIN supports women and children that are escaping battered homes, and it helps them give them a place to stay. It trains them and gets them out there. So we're doing all these wines for a good cause, and I think when we do our wine, which I'm locking in, I'm saying when, not if, but when we do it, I think we do it for a cause too, man. I think we find something that's meaningful to you, and I think you would have probably suggested it if I hadn't, but that's one thing our wine club too, is they are all about that.
Well, those are the next words out of my mouth when we do the Cheesy Pop wine. Yeah, we're gonna raise money for something. Yes, like this is speaking my language here.
It was just a straight up fun to bring a bunch of kids that had never been to Disneyland to Disneyland. What if it was just touching those lives, very specific? I don't know, or maybe it's, who knows what it is. I really want you to be the driving force, but that's what's been beautiful is these people that we work with. They have causes that are close to their hearts, and so they brought us into all these different worlds. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, no, I mean this is what it's about, and I just I really like the work you're doing, the message that you're getting out, to people, and I love all the music connection that you have too, because music's such a huge part of my life. I'm a singer. My dad is a pianist, so like he's a musician. That's what he's done for his life. So this is, it all makes sense to me.
Well, when you think about music, and the importance of that, what I love about wine and music and that combination, not just because we actually have a recording studio in our tasting room and guitars on the walls and live music Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights when that's happening. But when you're drinking a bottle of wine, it's like, this is nice, but rarely are you going to do that unless you're like outdoors in silence. You're going to put some music on. What else are you going to probably do? Invite some friends over. And so you've got music, you've got wine, you've got friends. And that is like, it's a triangle. If there's a leg missing, you're sort of looking for it, right? And so you put those things together, and the missing, when one of those things, it's like you want that. And I think so often we'll be drinking a glass of wine, we'll have some music on, and you'll start thinking about somebody that you love, somebody that you care about, and you'll call them. And so there is like that, there's a balance and there's an interplay in that. And so I think that, I think that there's a really nice balance. And so, I've been in a band my whole life, and Steve Smith was in the music industry for 19 years and still partially is. And so that's one of the connections too between music and between what we do. But, the next one we're going to make, we'll see. I've got a call with an entertainer that has had a ton of different shows and is just a really fun, boisterous personality. He mostly a lot of family shows. He's been a big name in the Black community for a long time in terms of his kindness and his support for all kinds of different things. And so he actually approached me, heard we were doing good things, and so I got a call with him on Friday, and I'm really excited about that. He knows that we're making a brandy. So I don't know if he's in one of brandy or cognac or whatever it is. So we just do that for our wine club. But I'm open. I'm just excited about, I don't know what cause he's going to choose, but I'm excited to get involved in another cause. And so I can't tell you his name because if it doesn't work out, you're like, hey, whatever happened with your wine? I'm like, oh, well. But I'll tell you before I tell anybody else, Max.
All right, that sounds good, man. I love it. Okay. Before you go, I got a couple more questions I want to get to before you go.
Yeah, let's fire them off. I don't know how much wood a woodchuck can chuck. If that's one of them. But that's just not.
You're looking at the Kenna. You're looking at the website, the Merlot September release. Can you talk about the Merlot? I guess just a little bit. She said, "Is it sweeter, drier? What's your Merlot like?" Actually, I had a Merlot.
You did. Yeah. You know, Ibex Merlot.
And so, Ibex Merlot, awesome.
Single vineyard Merlot from right just down the street. It's the first wine we started with. It's definitely dry. We make it just like our Cabernet. And so we farm it just like Cab and we make it just like Cab. So the big difference is Cab has cedar and tobacco and sort of really heavy, I'm going to say masculine flavors. Merlot tends to be, it's more feminine flavors. So it still has that weight, that strength, that spice to it. But where Merlot tends, where Cab tends to be tobacco and masculine, Merlot goes towards blueberries and some of the softer, rounder, more floral flavors. And I understand that, you know, that's no gender stereotyping there. Hopefully everybody understands what I mean, but it's just more floral and softer than the Cabernet. So yes, dry and powerful and spicy. And your Cabernet drinkers Merlot is often how I explain it before I pour it so that people understand that it's not going to be light. This is going to be a steak pairing, halibut with Mediterranean red sauce pairing wine.
It was honestly a legit kind of powerhouse Merlot, because I usually am not like, I want Merlot. And your Merlot, I was like, ooh, hey, huh. Yeah. Wow. Oh, that had a little bit of to it, you know what I mean? Are those Vintage View wine racks in your cellar? Alexa asked.
I don't, you know, my high school girlfriend's husband installed the wine racks, and I don't know who made I don't know who he bought them from. He gave me. I was on a pretty significant budget, and so what I would say is this is a very safe and inexpensive racking system that was recommended to me by somebody who typically does much more expensive wine cellar rooms. They don't have a brand on them, I'm afraid, so I can't answer that. But if you email me, and I want to say this to everybody, one thing that my wine clubs, I spend most of my time talking to them. I go out in the vineyard and I do FaceTimes with them. I show them the grapes. I do pairings with them. I do FaceTimes with their families and across the country for chocolate pairing or whatever else. But I also respond personally to every single direct message, all 1 to 2 a day that come in. but all of them that come into me via email, ian@smithdevereux.com, which you can find on the website. That's my email address. My cell phone is on there. I will respond to you in person. I know I'm not like a celebrity. That's not like a big thing, like a movie star saying that he's an answer. But if you have questions about the wines, about the vineyards, if you're struggling right now financially and you really want to try something, reach out, because I'll discount it. I'll ship it to you for $1. I'll just make sure that you get a chance to try the wines. If you're feeling weird about trying something that you've never purchased before, let me know. I'll send you a sample. Please be genuine and honest. I don't make, like I said, I don't pay myself often, but I'm not afraid to prove to you that I think you'll love the wines. If you're like, I want to join the wine club, but I'm not going to do it till I try something, I'll send you a sample. I'm cool with that. But reach out to me on Instagram, Ian_Devereux_white. You can reach out to me from the website or whatever it is. But I'll put my grape juice where my mouth is, my money where my mouth is. I don't know how to say it, but I get it.
I mean, it's true, you know, guys. Hit him up for real. Like, do it. Ian's as real as you get, as you guys can see. You know, I wouldn't bring someone on the show that wasn't, you know, like. So yeah, but really, guys, you know, hit him up, and I can. Give you you know, after he leaves, I can give you all of that info again so we can have it all organized in one little spot. And I think look at this, one more before you go. I think this is a great way to end it. Can you take us all on a virtual tour at a future date? Oh yeah, well, a little virtual tour of the vines. We could do that. What do you think?
absolutely do that. I would absolutely do that, especially if we can do it, in a couple weeks or a month or whatever. I'll take you on a walk through the vineyards. I'll bring my cell phone. We can go out there and you can ask questions. Harvest is in September, but right now we're going through veraison. So that means the grapes are just turning from green to red. So in the coming weeks, it'll get really beautiful out there. We're going to go through and drop fruit this week or next week, and then we're going to be pulling back the canopy. So as we get towards fall, it gets really beautiful out there. And so I absolutely will take you on a virtual tour. I'll be live so I can have that conversation with you, answer questions about the rootstock, show you some older vines, some younger vines. So yeah, I'd love to. I would love to.
That would be so cool. Like I really wanted to get up there. It's we are right now in our country, in our state especially. But I really wanted to get up there, for harvest this year. I don't know. I just don't.
Well, what I would say is when you're ready, when you feel comfortable, I've got a buddy who has a series of guest houses out in the vineyards that are, he's keeping them really clean. You stay in the guest house, so you're out in the vineyard, not around other people. I'll host you for a tour in the vineyard from 6 to 8 feet away, and you'd have to. So it's basically you're just gonna have to not use any public restrooms on the way up. But once you get here, you'll have a safe place to stay and a safe place to be. Bring a tent. You can camp in the vineyards, but you might get a little wet.
It is what a weird time to travel.
It's like don't use a public restroom, and it's true. It's spreading there. It's spreading in restaurants. I don't want to get all negative. We all know all this stuff, right? We're addicted to the information coming in. But I did speak with a doctor yesterday, and he was mentioning just how far we've come in terms of our treatment, in terms of our understanding, what they're building right now in terms of antibody defenses, and in terms of a vaccine. He was mentioning it's not just going to be the antibodies. They're working on the T cells and all the other cells and the ways that our body can attack this. And for the first time ever, they're using so many different angles. And you can read about all this too. This is more, he reads medical journals, but he was saying, he's like, even in the last 6 weeks, even though it's scary and people are getting it and people are still dying, the knowledge that we have and the abilities that we have and the growth that we've seen from that, there's a lot of hope. And so if nothing else, nothing else, we got to hold on to hope, because without hope, that hope's everything.
That's right. Cheers to that.
Yes.
Cheers to hope. Oh man. Mm-hmm. Seriously. Yeah. This was so cool. Thank you so much, Ian, for being here. Guys, I will stick around for you all. We'll chat a little bit more. Ian's got to get going. But I just want to say thank you so much again. Really, really love, all the work that you're doing and the just the heart and the passion that goes into what you're doing. And I think everyone here really, really appreciates it. And I can see lots of comments coming in. I'll tell you as you leave right now. Lots of thank yous. Thank you, Ian. This was awesome. Oh yeah. Oh, Miniature Missy said church. I love, church. That's right. This one. Tiffany, thank you, Ian. This was great. Night, Ian. Thank you. Zara's shopping on the site right now. Thanks, Zara. This is great.
Awesome. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to reach out. Thank you again for doing this, for supporting small businesses, for supporting small wineries. This kind of stuff makes a huge difference, Max. You're making a huge difference. Thank you.
You are too. Thanks, buddy.
Later, y'all.
All right, man. How cool. What a guy, right? And I told you guys, like, I'm not gonna bring someone on that doesn't like get it. And Ian and I have actually like talked a lot over the last couple months. You can see the kind of guy he is, and he's actually trying to make a difference in this world, which is what we need. So with that, I think what I'm going to do is take a little bit of this red, and we're going to go sit out on the balcony What do we say? We want to go do that? We want to go do that. We'll have a little chat. Can I fill this up for? Wait. Finish this and then we'll fill this up. All right. Okay. What a good guy. Really, what a good guy. Okay. Okay, guys, let's head on out. Get outside for a little bit here. We need to, yeah. Yeah, I filled it up, Kenna. Don't worry, we had to. Okay, come on with me, guys, and let's get on out of here. You know what? Okay, here we go. Hi, guys. Yeah, Marie. We're doing the balcony after party. We love our balcony after party, don't we? By the way, guys, the weather here in LA today, whoa, gorgeous. Gorgeous, right, Mickey? Mickey likes wine. Is Mickey a wine drinker? Every week, right? The sun blinds us until we get outside. It was a beautiful day here today, so I'm excited to sit out here with you guys for a little bit. Ooh, there we go. You know that view. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Get that there. All right. Hi, guys. How's it going? How is your Wine Wednesday? Beautiful day. Beautiful in San Diego, Maddie? Oh, I'm sure. Oh, man. San Diego, if LA was this gorgeous today, San Diego's got to be like heaven. Miniature Missy, you're in Santa Monica today? Next time you do that, hit me up. We could do like a social distance, you know, whatever. I don't know. Dee Dee will probably be doing this after the time change in the fall. It'll be dark outside. Oh man, you're right. It'll be really dark. It'll be pitch black. I'm gonna need to get a light. I'm gonna have to bring my light out here. Oh man, that was good. Get another cider, Dee Dee. Great guest tonight, guys, right? He's super cool. Did a jewelry shoot for a store in Montana. Yo, Miniature Missy, Montana Avenue. What a cool street, right? That just north of Montana is where I really like that neighborhood. That is really nice. So here's what I wanted to do, guys, before I forget. I wanted to pop this in here. Okay. That's his email address. Okay. And I've tagged him like all day on my Instagram story, so definitely check that out. But that's his Instagram. It's that. Yeah, you can see that right there. Okay. And he'll respond to you right there for sure. He's really good about doing that. So there you go. I could type it in here too in case you need it. And okay. And it's one of the really cool things about, you know, this has been a really tough time for all of us. It just has been. But one of the really nice things is that I've been able to connect with, you know, people like him. And yeah. So that's an Instagram name. His personal Instagram is that. And the winery's Instagram is this. I'll also type that in here for you guys. Okay. There you go. Okay. So, wow, it's really nice out. So like I was saying, one of the best things that's happened is, you know, connecting with people like him, connecting with, you know, like Vanessa, you know, strengthening, you know, these new relationships, which is really cool. I think, while we deal with what we deal with right now, which is still never getting out of this. We are still here. But Cheesy Pop fam is stronger than ever, and it's true, Dee Dee, we have gotten so close over this time. We really are. Like, this has been quite the time, right? But we're doing okay. We're hanging in there, and you know, I can tell you this, guys. Like, even today, I was sitting here and just like, and I think a lot of us have had this over the course of the last few months. You know, these days where you're just like, what am I doing today? I have nothing to. Do I have nothing to do today? and I know a lot of us have had that. And so I had that today. I did my little voiceover auditions that I had this morning, and then I was just like, well, I have Wine Wednesday tonight. What else? Just like, so, yeah. So I had that today. It was fine. Sorry, guys. You're getting to see some like breaking stuff while I'm here. See, this is interesting. I love when you guys are here for like things where I'm like, what? I have an audition tomorrow? You guys get to see this live. So apparently I have an audition tomorrow for a commercial? Oh. Wow, this is wild. I have an audition tomorrow for a beer commercial over Zoom. Okay, that's interesting. So I had that audition a couple weeks ago. I posted the in-person audition. It looks like we've gone backwards, and now we're back to no more of that. All right, this will be interesting. Well, I have an audition for a beer commercial tomorrow over Zoom. That'll be interesting. Should be a wine commercial, right, Jay Brown? What's up? Yeah. Oh, man. Okay. Let me just scroll back because I've missed a lot here. Hey, Raptor, I just want to send my condolences to you. I hope you're doing all right. Amanda, congrats. You had an interview over Zoom and got the job. Nice. Pretend it's wine. The facial hair should win them over pretty quick. It's a beer commercial, right? You'd think. All right, so tomorrow, guys, I have an audition. I have to wear a plain black t-shirt. This is wild. I'm just like looking at the email right now. This is weird. That's good. I'd rather do a commercial audition over Zoom than in person right now, for sure. Uh-oh. They're coming to get me? I didn't do anything. It's time. I need to take Ian up on his offer and get up to Napa when it's safe. I just need to get like out of LA for like a few days. Who else is here that lives in a city and is like, I just need to go to like the country or the forest for like 4 days and just like, right? Who's feeling me on that? Where are my city people? Because I definitely need, like, I need some trees and yeah. A lot of you guys are feeling it. Zara, yeah. Oh, Maddie, you feeling Grand Canyon? Ooh, yeah. Kenny, you went camping? Yeah, see, I'm thinking something where I can, go to like a cabin in the forest or something. Right, Shauna, right there, cabin in Tahoe. Exactly. That's what I need. I need some of that. Dee Dee, You live in a forest, but you still want to get out. See, I want to go to the forest, Dee Dee. Gigantic Airbnb with a theater would be nice. Hide in a bunker. Right? Oh, man. I got to get out of here. Oh, Amanda Napa Fun. Do it. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you. Amanda, and then Amanda Harford here says, my fiance want to do fake camping instead of tent and living room. Oh, yeah. You know what? We did a little like, we did that in here one night. Like, we watched Harry Potter under a tent in the living room. It was fun. Destinations Chronicles, the mountains just north of Yosemite. You put me up. Maddie, kayak? You know, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, kayak, stand-up paddleboard, fishing. Yeah, I need some, yeah. Heidi, I need to go stop on the Central Coast on the way. I really do want to hit up the Central Coast. Oh, Kenna. Thank you, Kenna. That Napa Fund. Big Bear is a beautiful place. Yeah. Shauna, Anne has an empty cabin in Tahoe. Wow. Oh, Anna B, you're off to Sequoia. See, that's what you got to do. You know, the easiest thing I think for us LA people is Big Bear. You know, that's close. Joshua Tree, Sequoia's great. Central Coast, actually, it's really not that far either. Oh, Maddie, you lived in Monterey for a couple of years. Oh, that's awesome. So, Jonelle, you miss Monterey? And Carmel, too. Yeah, that's right. Carmel is a beautiful place. Oh, man. Oh, Buellton, Solvang, Los Olivos, Michelle. You know, California is pretty amazing. California is the coolest, right? You learned Korean there, Maddie? Wow. How many languages do you know, Maddie? California is amazing because here in LA, you know, like we can, you know, go to the beach and the mountains and the desert, and it's all within like this 2-hour. So, I mean, it definitely is something I'm thinking about. I gotta, you know, we do, yeah. It's time to just get out and see the forest for a week or something. Right? You know 4 languages, Maddie? Even poorly, that's amazing. Amanda, you miss our national parks here. Yeah, that's what I need. I need like a national park. Mm-hmm. Cheesy Pop Road Trip, Alexa, right? How about Ian saying we're going to do Cheesy Pop wine? Ian's just like casually, yeah, we'll make Cheesy Pop wine. We'll benefit, you know, whatever, you know, charity you want to benefit. What? Okay. Crazy. Right? I mean, we're going to make something happen, I think. Gotta make it happen. We'll make and we'll make it happen. Oh, my mom. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. My mom said I think I should. Gotta take Mom's advice. I think we got to make this thing happen. You know, we get out of here. You can't have this wine. no. You know, we but it's one of those things where I have to get up there to Napa, you know what I mean? Because I got to be able to taste it. We're going to do it. Notes of cheese, Robert? Oh, yeah. Yeah, right? That'd be fun. With some cheesy pop chips. See, that's how we make this go all full circle. We get the chips and the Ooh, Alexa, I should not throw away my shot. Mm-hmm. Why don't you want notes of bell pepper, miniature Missy? Hey, Larissa, what is the print? It's just, I don't know. I guess they're like hashtags. Are they hashtag? I mean, sort of, but not really. Because you're still mad. Yeah. Oh man. All the Quagglies are here. What's up, guys? Hi. Oh, they look like diamonds. Oh man. What line from Hamilton gets stuck in my head, Janet? It depends on the day. It changes every day. You know what I mean? Glick is no. Actually, Glick. The Glick side of my family is Russian. Yeah. Yeah. So. Okay, guys. Here's what's before I leave you for this evening. So, we had a fun video on Monday. Like, I don't know days. Monday with the auction, you know, all the auction exhibit stuff. Really cool. And I was sitting here today, and I made a little like list of like, see, like I made a little list of video ideas. Because I'm just kind of at a place where there's not much to do. So I'm just like, what can I do? What kind of videos should I make? And this is where I come to you, and I would love to hear from you while you're here. What can we do in the meantime? Because let's be honest, guys, Disneyland is not opening anytime soon. Not with the rate of California's COVID infections. Like, nope. Dee Dee says cedar. Cider live stream. Annabee, road trip to Napa? Maybe, but it's also like, I can't even, because so many of the tasting rooms are only open for like outdoors, and it's a weird time. Pair wine with each Disney ride you love. I like that. I like that. You want the cooking stuff. I know. You want more songs with my dad? I'll talk to my dad about that. I don't think cedar would taste as good, no. By the way, this keeps getting better. Yeah. This is a really easy, just kind of light blend. Yeah, this is a good one. Yeah. Shauna, it's a lot outdoors. Yeah, I think the wineries are all doing stuff outdoors right now. It's tricky because, you know, for me to go up there is it's just weird right now. Yeah. Disneyland attraction. Dee Dee, I'm gonna put together another old restaurant Disneyland video for you. I actually started that today to do some research on that. So, yeah. Maddie, different alcohols. I'm talking about doing a bourbon one, a whiskey Wednesday. I want to do that. It is in the works, and I will have official information hopefully really soon. Amanda Harford, yeah, these balcony chats, we do these every Wednesday after Wine Wednesday, you know. Weird, obscure Disney Plus movies, Alexa, like on my Disney trivia when I do this, yeah. Michelle, can I do read alouds? You'd love to show your students. What kind of things would you love to show your students? Me reading what exactly? Kaylin wanted the banjo or the Small World doll. Oh, auction prices. Yeah, I can't wait to see what some of these items go for, Janet. Right? Shauna, what's in a whiskey sour? Whiskey sour. Did I have that yesterday? That's what I had yesterday, right? No, I didn't have it. Did I have that yesterday? During trivia? Oh, second graders, Michelle? Okay. It was one of the things I'm thinking about doing, just like reading a book. Yeah. Tiffany, thank you. In 2 weeks, my boss is taking us all for a wine tasting and pairing. We had to make an appointment. I said, thank you for working through this crazy time in the school's 25th anniversary. Wow. It's really good your boss is doing that. It's such a crazy time. These are all great suggestions, guys. So yesterday I had the whiskey sour, right? 2 ounces of bourbon. And then it was like, it's like 2 ounces of bourbon, like a half ounce of lemon, so lemon juice, and like a half ounce of simple syrup. Shake it up. You can add bitters, obviously, if you have them. But yeah, really easy. Ooh, Heidi, drink and paint. Auction off my painting after I drink and paint it? That'd be something, right? Can I cover charge on YouTube? I can't do that, but ooh, vintage golden books. This is a good idea, Heidi, there. Janelle, a video of how to make the perfect cheese and fruit board? Ooh, you know what I need, guys? I need one of them Lol. Like, it's like a little like caddies where the wine goes, and then the cheese is like here, and you like, yeah, need like a little one of those. I can set my wine there and also have my cheese board there. Mm. Wine Wednesday shirt that is cheesy pop themed, Kenna. Okay. Lazy Susan, right? That's the thing I was trying to think of. Right. How's your swirl going, guys? Are we good? Yeah, Mike, like a grown-up toddler tray. It's so true. Is that all a Lazy Susan is? A grown-up toddler tray? Oh, thank you to Luigi, by the way, for the super chat that came in on my phone on the Venmo. I really appreciate it. And I think you're watching right now. So thank you. Michelle, your mom has little plates that attach to the wine glass. Yeah, that's so cool. Right? So it goes like, and then you have the plate. I love that. That's so good, man. Oh, man. Oh, man, that is funny stuff. Oh, gosh. Is my my Venmo is yes, YouTube does take a portion of the super chats. Thank you, Mike. Yes, my Venmo is I'll type it in here. It's pretty straightforward. Just Maxwell Glick. So, thanks. Heidi, what was your bourbon tour like? Oh, Janet and Luigi, thank you guys. Thank you. Can I friend you on Venmo, Didi? I can do that. Yes, of course. I don't know how. Yeah, I will do that. Oh, Maddie, thank you. 2020 sucks, but you know what? One of the best things that has come of all this is you guys. Don't make me cry. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Thanks, guys. Hey, Luigi and Janet, what are you guys drinking tonight? Thank you, Mike, by the way, for the Venmo. Didi, thank you for the Venmo. Alexa, I'm the only thing getting you through this. Glad I'm here for you guys, honestly. Look at Janet and Luigi, guys. They're having a good time over there. They're Tito's lemonade and grenadine. Luigi's doing scotch. Shauna, what am I doing tomorrow? I guess I have an audition over Zoom at 11:30 a.m. Okay. Okay. Oh, man. Yo, I'm gonna. So you guys are having Tito's lemonade grenadine. I love this. The bourbon tour was awesome. Buffalo Trace Bourbon Distillery in Kentucky. Oh, wow. See, that's cool. You were in Kentucky for the. Yes. Right? Oh, man, I finished. That's how you do it. I do not have any, do I have any Kentucky bourbon? Where's my bourbon from? I had, last night, during trivia, had some bourbon, obviously, which was great. Ah, Janelle. Thanks, Janelle. Love you guys. Appreciate it. I love this community we have here. What's for dinner tonight? Tonight is, I've got some pasta with peppers and onions and some red sauce, Yeah. Maddie, your fiance's brother's in town, so you're getting wine drunk. I mean, me too. Hey, cheers. My fiance's brother is not in town, though. I don't have a fiance. I have two brothers, but... Amanda, right, Wine Wednesday is 11 a.m. in Australia. I love my Aussies. I love my Aussies that are tuning in. I love that, because this is the morning there, and they're like, cheers. Oh man, it's so good. I'm the only reason you know what day it is, right? You know what? Like, if I didn't do the Tuesday trivia and the Wine Wednesday, I don't know if I'd know. I do need a refill, Zara. Wait, okay. All right, hold on a second. Come here. I gotta go back in. Hold on a second here. I want to show you something. So let me take you over here, because we're talking about like other drinks right now. So I just wanted to take you guys over here for a second. Wait, no, hold on a second. Wait, this one. Okay, so this is what I had last night during trivia. This is Bullet, and this is Kentucky. Okay, so Bullet is this is a really great bourbon. This is Kentucky, really good. So that's what I had last night. And then I wanted to show you this one, because this one I've actually, this one I need to refill or just buy again, because I don't have much left. This is a really great tequila. If you guys are looking for a Blanco tequila, it's just white tequila. And then if you're looking for a darker tequila, I got this one. This is a really good one. Okay. So this is like the secret cabinet that only you guys get to see. Oh, man. This one's from Mexico, actually. Like, got this from Mexico. Put this back. 0 to 60. Yeah, Espolon is good in silver too. Okay. Do you like vodka? Yeah. I've got Grey Goose in my freezer. Do I have the wine bar sign out by any chance, Maddie? Oh, well, I sure do. And we have to thank Maddie for that because she sent the wine bar sign. Ooh, Kenna, now you got my wheels turning. An actual Zoom where we could all talk. Ooh. You know what? It's really doable. It is very doable. Mm-hmm. Vermouth, Amanda K. You need a little bit of vermouth in your martinis. I've not had Alessio. Thank you so much, Kristen. I hope you're doing all right there in Vegas. Luigi, Yankees versus Dodgers in the World Series. Who am I rooting for? The Yankees. But I would feel okay if the Dodgers won because they're always my number 2, and they haven't won since 1988. So. If we could figure out a way to do a Wine Wednesday Zoom with everybody, oh my goodness. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Alexa. Thank you, Kenna, on Venmo. You guys, stop it. Man, we could do, we would have some wild Zoom if we were doing a Wine Wednesday Zoom party. Could you imagine? Like, wow. So we've done Zoom on my Patreon page. We've done Zoom with my patrons, and it's been a lot of fun. It's great. It's really fun. I mean, we could do it. We could do it on a Wine Wednesday. I'll think about it. Oh man, you guys are the hells. Gotta be in the Zoom where it happens. The Zoom where it happens. Because right now, there is a way to do this because obviously, right now, the way I stream to YouTube when we do the Wine Wednesday is over Zoom. You know, Ian and I started on Zoom and now it just goes here. So there's a way to do it. Ooh, I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Yeah, this number's fine. We'll see. I got to figure out the best way to do that. Right? Oh, man. Really tricky. Aaron, do I use my phone in my videos? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I use my phone all the time when I make videos. It's best. Happy birthday, Elaine. 17 kindergartners. Oh, that's hard. Trivia Tuesday on Zoom? Never. A standout wine, Ravens? Oh man. The Pinot, the Wine Access Pinot Block 43, is that the one? I talked to Vanessa the other day, guys, by the way. She says, hey, she misses you all. Gotta get Vanessa back in here. We will. Yeah, but Vanessa wanted to send you guys her love. She's awesome. We love our Vanessa. Thanks, Michelle, for the Venmo. Yeah, I'll talk to Vanessa after this. Don't worry, guys. We have not stopped communicating, and our wheels are always turning. Believe me. Maddie, oh, you love my guest, but the Wine Access, it's true. The Wine Access is honestly the best, like, for sure, the best website I've ever seen. Yeah, for wine. Yeah. Oh, on that note, Maddie, they have a new. Okay, wait. You saw this one? Hold on. You saw this one? You guys saw this Pinot from Wine Access? The concept album one? Coolest label ever, like legit. I haven't opened it yet. So this one is Wine Access exclusive. Oh, you ordered 2 cases, Maddie. I love it. Okay, so this one is it's supposed to be real good. Didi, right? Mendocino County. They have another one because I was talking to Vanessa and she was like, we got another one that is a crazy, insane deal on another Wine Access exclusive Cabernet Sauvignon for $20. And I was like, you can't make a cab for a good cab for 20? And I was like, so we're gonna I can't, it's not out yet, but Vanessa was like, so Maddie, if you want to know more about it, I can tell you, but I can't like post it anywhere yet. because I think they're coming out with it this week, but I don't know exactly when. But Vanessa's like, yeah, we got a cab and it's super cheap. And another one. Is a wine access gift card available? Ooh, good question. You know what? I'm gonna ask Vanessa. I'll hit her up. Good night, Janelle. Hey, Mike, a great wine to go with a ribeye is Cabernet Sauvignon. You want a cab with a ribeye. Okay? Get that cab. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Man, we went long. I got to eat dinner, guys. It's late. Thank you guys for all the love. A big thanks to Ian tonight. Go check out Smith Devereux, by the way, guys. If you have any questions, really just go hit him up because he is super chill, super legit, and he'll write you back. So go check him out. Support, your small wineries, small vineyards, people that are making a difference. And you guys are the best. I love you guys. Look at you, Tom. I creepily followed you on Instagram. A bunch of likes. Be friends with each other. Yes, be friends with each other. Hit each other up. You know what I mean? This is what it's all about. Building this community. I love this. This is the best. I love it. Be friends with each other. I love it. You guys are the best. I love it. Thank you again to each and every one of you. Happy Wine Wednesday. And tomorrow the baseball season starts. So I'll be watching a little of that. Cheers to you all. If you want to know any inside information about the new Wine Access wine, by the way, Maddie, I know you do. Hit me up. I'll be glad to share more details about anything. And get some wine chips. Janet? You guys are the best. Cheers. I did have a sip left. All right. You guys are great. Bye, guys.